Episode 157. The sun has risen on a new day in Limsa, but the Aetherite Plaza is looking particularly sparse at the moment. That's because it's the middle of the night right now, in the real world. That's a thing, isn't it, in a lot of games, particularly online games. Not that the time just doesn't match up with the real world, but that it moves fast, like literally minutes per second. I guess they do that for mechanical reasons, that if there's anything that depends on the time of day, like fishing or gathering or whatever else, goes on the Eorzea timer, you don't have to sign off for the day and come on another day to wait for that, at least not for the most part. But I guess there are also the reasons that are just, people don't want to be stuck playing all the time at night if they're playing at night. They want to see daytime, so in-game timers just move on a different cycle, a faster cycle, so people can experience everything, not just stuck with something chained to the real world. But I think I might like that myself. Not necessarily stuck to the real world time, but moving slower than it is currently. As slow as it does in real life, or maybe even slower. You could log on one day and it could be daytime, and then tomorrow, if you log in, it could be sunset. And the golden hours of sunset are stretched out for hours. You could play an entire session like that. And the next time you log in, I guess it would be nighttime for hours, but maybe that's just something that graphical designers could consider a challenge to make nighttime not something that people want to avoid. If that's something that people do try to avoid, I don't know. Just a thought. It just feels like I always see time moving too fast in games. That's how it feels for me anyway. We'll be taking it slow regardless of whether it's night or day with the post-Moogle side quests. And I guess we have 3 to choose from this time. The past is a story we never tell. I don't know who these people are, but they're Gridanian, so it's going to be some kind of, I don't know, elementals, woodwhaler, that type of lore quest. I don't really know the lore of Gridania so well. Not that I know the lore of the other places much better. It just feels like Gridania is its own bubble, while Limsa has its connections to the outer world through, well, literal ship trading or shipping or whatever. And then old, well, I guess those monetarists and the capitalists over there are always connected to the wider world some way. But Gridania's lore is literally being closed off from the rest of the world, so any lore there, it feels like, I don't know, small potatoes or something. What are your other quests? Lone Survivor. Oh, it's that guy. I know that guy. That's the guy over by the Ruby Mantis Falls or whatever. I forgot the actual place he stays in, the name of it, but I guess the main quest did just kind of leave that guy hanging. I didn't know he was actually part of these quests. In fact, on my main character I never saw him again, but he always stayed in the back of my mind. I'll probably be doing this one first. And Guildmaster, Prelate, and Plot. Is that the receptionist for the Black Mage, or the Thaumaturgist Guild? I think I recognize her. I've played Triple Tried with her a few times. That one is also interesting to me, but this one definitely grabbed me. My trusty Komoy, I have a delivery for you. Addressed at the Severed String over in Raincatcher Gully, Kupo. But I promise the seat here's no more secrets, Kupo. The letter was handed to me in a most curious way. Why, he seemed to not know of post-Moogles, and was very furtive to boot. I introduced myself in a way that did credit to our kind, you can be sure. But when he asked me to deliver the letter in his stead, do you know what he said? Don't deliver it now. Wait a few days. Have you heard the like before? I know how much you enjoy the strange and the suspicious. So here you are, Kupo. I do so enjoy the strange and the suspicious. Even if I can't pronounce it very well. I guess we're going... Oh, I guess... I see. Addressed to dressed at the severed string over in Raincatcher Gully. Wait, is that... So why are we not going... What's this then? Oh. Oh, oops. Why is my brain doing that? For some reason I didn't think that was Raincatcher Gully. I thought the map I was looking at was Ul'dah of all places. Maybe because I was talking about the other, or all three of the city-states, or the three regions. I confused Lenosia for Ul'dah somehow. Or... whatever. Lenosia for Danalan. Here's where we did that, mysterious quest. The riddle quest that I'll never do again. And never have to do again. And over here, from the main quest. What do they call this place? The Severed String. Only inhabitant being dressed. Apparently, if I understood his backstory correctly, a former Guardian, who after the war was stranded here, and just kind of survives on the outskirts of society, suffering with PTSD. I never noticed there was a fort up in the tree. I guess I never looked up. How does he get up onto the roof first? I see there's a ladder to get up to there, but onto the roof I guess he'd have to maybe shimmy up this pole or stack some boxes. Don't think there's a path on the back. It's not important. What is important is how you're doing dressed. Smell the roses. Get some fresh air. It's filthy in here. Not your fault. It's you. Been a while. A letter? A letter from who? Nobody knows me. A mysterious communication addressed to the hermit dressed, supposedly residing at the Severed String. Who knows of Dressed anyway? My dear dashing Dressed, do you dream of rain? The ones you killed. How do they know? Ghosts. Ghosts that won't leave me in peace. Taunting me. Before they kill me. No, no, no. I won't let them. I'll run. I'll start over somewhere else. Help me. There's a leather sack hidden east of here. A peaceful spot surrounded by rocks. Trees. My savings. Gil. Gil to go home with. Home to. My family. Get it for me. Help me. He has family, huh? Mean, I guess you could assume, but if he was living here, I thought he might have had nothing. Get my savings. A leather sack. Hidden. A peaceful spot surrounded by rocks, trees. East of here, help me. You got it. East is this way, and even if I didn't know which way east was, the quest marker points me in the direction. A peaceful tree, huh? I guess they're all kind of peaceful. That's what trees are. They're not very dynamic. Just more delivery work. Is this considered delivery work? Picking something up for someone? I mean, I guess so. Not exactly courier work. Does a courier necessarily deliver from one party to another? Or can they deliver from the same party to the same party? It doesn't matter. Did you find it? Did you find the leather sack? Inside rests Dress Fortune, though it is considerably lighter than you would expect from a hoard. Thank the... Well, let me look inside. Must be sure. What? No, no, no. Just a dream. A dream. Let me wake, wake, wake. Oh God's mercy. Have mercy. You see it too? No. No dream. A bloody helm. Black blood, old blood. Item in me. By the majesty of Garlemald. Never to desert. Item in me. I don't know what item in me means. Is that a Guardian saying? I don't know what item is. Ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. 3 years. Not a single night of peace. And now, they rise. It's been 5 years since the calamity, so... What, 3 years, meaning... He came here after the calamity? Not sure. Help me. They're watching right now. I have to get out of here. Go somewhere else. Just a short while. Then I can go home. I'll go. Out the back after you go out the front. Meet me near the abandoned house in Lower Lenosia. You know, the Kobold Squat. The House of Sticks. We kind of have our own squad over in Upper Lenosia, but I guess he has his own in Lower Lenosia, in addition to this one. Must be careful. I'll go after you leave. The House of Sticks. Meet me near the House of Sticks. Alright? Following his instructions to a T, out the front, and he'll go out the back, which means, I guess, the window or something. And in Lower Lenosia, guess it's fastest to just walk there, or rather, ride there. Only one teleportation point in Lower Lenosia. You could teleport to the Mist, by which I mean teleport to Limsa Minsa, take the direct line from the Aetheryte to the Mist, then exit the Mist. On the north side of here, Lower Lenosia. But we're already there, just by riding the Chocobo. The live letter aired recently. Oh, but that's not important right now. Just somehow got here ahead of us. You'll clean that helm tonight, Worm. Lick the blood and brains off of it, while we drink the wine bought with your paltry hoard. Once a craven, always a craven. Flushed you out like a rabbit with that letter. Isn't that what desert conies do? Dash? By the looks of these guys, they're Garlean, and for some reason they're here in Lenosia. I guess some other remnants of the Garlean forces. Infighting between remnants of the Garleans. You died. You all died. Not all, just most. 3 good soldiers survived. And you. Figured you dead, until I saw you skulking by the water a week ago. Do you think we don't dream of Rainworm? What honor in surviving an ambush, eh? 3 years of disdain. That ends when we hand over a deserter to the Cudgel Man. You a friend to this scum. You ought to pick them more carefully. I know it's concealed right now, but I am a black mage. Should I have started with Fire 3? It doesn't matter. They're going to fold like paper, right? Oh, wrong one. Taking a while to hit him. I guess he's in dire straits. Thank you. There's no one knows I'm alive now. I'm safe. I was in a unit of Guardian Scouts. A Maelstrom ambush in heavy rain 3 years ago. It wasn't even the Calamity then that he got stranded. I figured he was someone from Cartano, where everyone suffered heavy losses and there would have been like a huge amount of, I don't know, wounded Guardian soldiers, but I guess this would have been from prior to the start of the game, 3 years before it, like the scouting party for the Black Wolf, following the White Raven's advance and subsequent fall after Dalamud. I thought I was the only survivor. It didn't feel like desertion. It felt like dying. You heard what they called me, dashing dressed. I never tried to run before that night. They killed you for that. It's from before. In the desert, Why did you protect me? We're not kin. Look at me. I'm barely a man. A broken, craven thing. You decided I should live. How do you do that? I can't even decide some days which foot to move first. Do you think I can be well again? Decide to live? Not just be afraid to die? I don't think Komori knows how to answer that. Maybe she's felt downtrodden before, but probably even she knows, not as much as this guy. I guess she's not very helpful in this situation. No, you don't have the answers either. But you know that. And you can still decide. Without answers. Home isn't somewhere I can buy a fare to. It's not a sack of gil or answers I need, but questions. Why does it hurt? How do I feel? I will see my children again, but it's not the time yet. I think though, it will come. That's a start. I'm surprised he has children. Must have been pretty bad if he couldn't even go back to them. Maybe they're adult children or... I don't know. Not feeling any better about his current location, or I guess his literal location and where he stands right now. It still kind of feels like we left him off in the same place that we left him off in the main story, just kind of, I don't know, floating around. I guess he had an inkling of some direction. Maybe we'll never get a real answer. And I guess that's kind of what he was just saying. I think it was Louis Swa that said, and I don't know if he said it yet, but I know they quote it later on. Where man goes, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Or something like that. Not to get profound or anything, but that guy's there and he's alive, and so he can hope. That's the basic gist of the quote, right? He's still there, so there's something. Alright. Something more cheery this time. Sometimes these quests are funny and sometimes it's sad. The Thaumaturgist Guild tends to be funny. Those little Lalafell guild masters, the 5 of them. And this says guild master in the title, so they're going to be related. But if it's picturing the receptionist, then I guess it's going to be about her. Komori, my loyal lackey. Your timing is perfect, Kupo. Look what I just found crumpled up in the bottom of... look what just popped up into my postbag. It's an official epistle from those doughty defenders of Ul'dah, the Brass Blades. Needless to say, it must be delivered without delay. Do you recognize this seal? Any post-mogul worth his salt knows what it signifies. An appeal for assistance. The Blades are not wont to ask for help, mind you. What they want, they usually take by force. These petitions are only sent when their inquiries lead them outside their jurisdiction. This one is addressed to Kokobuki, master of the Thaumaturge's Guild. Those blades are nothing if not plucky, I must say. If I suspected a thaumaturge of any manner of wrongdoing, I would stay well away. So hurry to Ul'dah, Kupo, and deliver the message before it's too late. You got it, boss. Soon to be equal and soon to be lackey. By the end of this, will we outrank the deputy post-mogul? He's a deputy, so there's clearly someone that outranks him. Meaning there's room for us to overtake, right? But if we're going by the same rules that our Grand Company rank goes by, there's going to be a maximum rank that we can achieve that isn't the highest. Wonder if they'll ever add this in. The last they updated this was Stormblood, so they skipped Shadowbringers, skipped Endwalker, and we're currently in Dawntrail, but they announced no plans to advance this, so that would be 3 expansions without going back to this thing after it was introduced in A Realm Reborn. It would have been more expansion / whatever you consider A Realm Reborn, if you consider that an expansion. After the current expansion, Dawntrail, it would be equal amounts of expansions that they ignored it as they had it in the game. So if there's no news for it by the next expansion, then I guess you can consider it dead content. Speaking of the dead, that's what thaumaturges are. They're related to the dead. Anyway. You have returned, Komori. Do you seek to delve still more deeply into the fathomless realms of the unreal? No, I sense your desires are altogether more worldly. A letter, you say? An official request to one Kokobuki for assistance in an investigation being held by the Ul'dah City Guard. It seems that the name of our bonekeeper, Prelate Yayake, has been mentioned in connection with a Brassblade investigation. Former Guildmaster Mumuapo stands accused of fomenting insurrection against the crown, and they fear Yayake may have become embroiled in his vile plot. Mumuapo was convicted of embezzlement 5 years ago, and sentenced to serve in the Colosseum as a Noxious, a prisoner of the arena, made to fight until his debts are repaid. He toils there to this day. Kind of the opposite of Komori. Started out in the Colosseum, made no money, and made her way over to the thaumaturges. When his crimes first came to light, it was the Sultana who herself pressed for a heavy sentence, to serve as an example of the consequences of corruption. That would give him reason enough to hold a grudge against the crown. And it is true that Prelate Yayake was his dearest disciple before his fall from grace. It is not beyond the realms of possibility that he might attempt to involve her in his schemes. A swift and decisive investigation is called for, and I believe I know just the woman to carry it out. Oh, do not feign surprise. Why else would I go to the trouble of explaining the situation to you? Now, by way of a first step, I would have you speak with Prelate Yayake herself. Probe her demeanor for any irregularities, and report back to me. I guess normally this would be questionable if you just asked a random courier with no relation to the guild to do all of this investigating. But we are related to the guild, so this does make sense in a way. Who are you to refuse me admittance? I demand to speak to you with your superior this instant. Oh, I know this guy's name. Karen can be a male name too, right? How dare you speak to me like that? Get out of my sight, before I give you a reason to regret your presumption. Oh, my presumption? I only presume to be able to enroll in a guild without being turned away by a bloody receptionist of all people. Your guildmaster will hear of this. You mark my words. Ah, Komoy. I'm sorry you had to bear witness to that ugly scene. Such altercations must seem unspeakably petty to a woman of your experience. Ain't that the truth? I find that I am quite at a loss as to how to deal with this latest crop of initiates. Most are wholly oblivious to the dangers of thaumaturgy. They imagine our art a pastime, and would blindly embark on the path to oblivion without a moment's hesitation. Well, I mean, that's what we did, right? If only they knew. I was here long before the brothers who serve as guildmasters today. For nigh on 15 years have I stood at this desk, ushering unsuspecting novices into the abyss. Maybe you should be guildmaster. I have seen too many souls corrupted by powers they did not understand and could not control, so I have taken a stand. Any aspiring initiate who I adjudge to lack the necessary aptitude, I turn away. If that goes beyond a prelate's prerogative, so be it. Too often have I seen the spark of enthusiasm in a novice's eye turn into the conflagration that consumes him. I could not simply continue to stand by and do nothing. I guess that's why she's the first line of defense rather than the guildmaster. Able to turn away anybody with just a first glance. She can make a man, make the make of a man, as worthy of a thaumaturge or not. You may report to my conduct to the guildmaster if you wish. I believe what I have done is right, and will take full responsibility for my actions. It is for the Council of Guildmasters to decide whether or not my conduct goes against the dicta of the guild. Final judgment on the matter would fall to the eldest of the brothers, Master Coco Bezzy, I think. Been here so long she can't even remember who these newfangled guildmasters are. Coco Bezzy, guildmaster, we're reporting to you. He had nothing to say related to the quest. I see. So Prelate Yayake has been turning away prospective initiates. I had wondered why the number of new guild members had fallen so sharply. Now I know. Could this be the bitter fruit of Mumuepo's unseen labor? Might he be working through Yayake to deprive the guild of new blood, and thereby precipitate our eventual downfall? If so, it has been for naught. For while the quantity of recruits has undoubtedly fallen, their quality has soared. Each one is blessed with a natural aptitude for ethereal manipulation. Present company included, right? Be that as it may, we cannot be sure of Yayake's true motives. We must learn more of her recent behavior. Pray speak with others around the ossuary, and glean what clues you can. Okay, now we talk to Coco Bezzy. Prelate Yayake, she's been in the guild longer than any of us, and yet she's still only a bonekeeper, propping up the reception desk. I wonder why she refuses promotion so stubbornly. She was a loyal supporter of the previous guildmaster, you know, right up until he was thrown out in disgrace. I suppose her feelings towards my brothers and I must be complicated, to say the least. That may explain why she still can't seem to remember our names right. I had always imagined it a simple lapse of memory, but now that I think about it, I can't help wondering if it might signify something. Could it be that, in her heart of hearts, she has yet to accept us as her guildmasters? I don't know. I think you're all reading into it too much. Who else? The familiar faces around the guild, who I don't remember. Right, these guys. We've talked to these guys for a few quests, including that riddle quest that will not be remembered. So you wish to learn about Prelate Yayake? There is but one thing to tell. She breaks her fast on thaumaturgical texts, and sups on treatises. Mayhap literally, if the guild librarians are to be believed. According to them, she has taken several weighty volumes from the ossuary, and has thus far failed to return a single one. Just what could she be doing with them? Maybe she's just forgetful, like the other guy said. I guess these guys don't have more to say. Prelate Yayake, she always has her head in a book, a habit she picked up from Master Mumuwapo, I believe. In the study of esoteric tomes, he was without equal. So skilled was he at extracting knowledge from the most cryptic texts that he was even able to bring several long-forgotten magics back to life. Such achievements prompted many to look past his more questionable activities, Yayake among them. Others, however, were not so forgiving. The truth is, long before his fall from grace, there were more than a few in the guild who regarded him with suspicion. Not Yayake, though. She has always been such an earnest, single-minded person, completely devoted to deepening her understanding of thaumaturgy. She saw only her master's genius. Weren't we talking to Erasmus, the guy that stands right next to Yayake all day, and undoubtedly has a private ticket to the inner workings of her mind? I guess we're going to talk to... I don't know. Oh, someone outside the guild? Okay. Didilada. This guy that's just standing around here all the time. I'm pretty sure he's always here. Who is this guy? What does he have to do with the thaumaturgist? Oh, gods. I'm good for the money, I swear. Just give me a few more days. And it all comes rushing back. Yeah. Like episode 3 or something. We did a bunch of side quests around Ul'dah. One for this guy. Trying to pay back some guys in the bar. And we ended up not paying them back or something. This guy is not good for it. What? You want to know if I've seen Prelate Yayake? No. Alright, yes. I've seen her a couple of times. Heading through them doors right over there. Doors over there, looking all shifty. Stuck out like a sore thumb, she did. That's a back way to the Colosseum. See, and she don't look like no fighter. Takes you down to where they lock up them noxious fellers. Noxious fellers, I think. Maybe she's been paying one of them a visit? Oh, he has more to say. Thank goodness. Yake's been through them doors a fair bit recently. Always seemed to be carrying something heavy and all. But that's all I know, I swear. Hey, wait. What's this information worth to you? Ah, hells, Didi. This could have been your lucky day. Why'd you have to go and open your daft gall? For once, the flavor text was actually flavorful. That's why I always, or most of the time, check. Everything seems suspicious around Yayake, but I don't know. It just seems all normal to me. Just a normal suspicious bag into a normal suspicious back door. My little bird returns. Tell me, what information were you able to gather about our prelate? She's normal. I see. It seems Yoyake was more deeply enthralled to our predecessor than I first assumed, and the business of these missing tomes does not bode well. Umuapo was renowned for his almost preternatural ability to piece together scraps of arcane knowledge from the most moth-eaten manuscripts and bring back long-lost sorceries back to life. If, as seems likely, Yoyake delivered the stolen tomes to him, he may at this very moment be endeavoring to reawaken some dread magic, with which to exact vengeance against the Sultanate. You're telling me there's forbidden knowledge. We're interested. But without knowing which texts have been taken, we can only guess at his intentions. Hold on a moment. You did say the books had been removed from the guild's private collection, did you not? All be praised. There may yet be a way. Here, Komori, take this. It is the full inventory of the guild's archives, listing every manuscript that lines these walls. Simply compare the books on the shelves against the titles on this list, and our missing texts shall be revealed. Uh-oh. He wants Komori to read? The guild has collected many thousands of tomes over the centuries. To take stock of them all, would require no small amount of time, not to mention patience. Were I you, I should begin by looking out for any conspicuous gaps in the shelves. Okay. Komori can identify where a book isn't. And I guess he did give her a list, so she probably does have enough reading skill to match letters on the list to letters on the book. This will be a test of your reading abilities. Komori. A copy of The Cry from the Depths appears to be missing. These guys. Don't I have it? Don't I have it on shortcut? I don't. Alright, that's enough. Just bonding with the boys back at the guild. A copy of Thaumaturgy, The Yawning Abyss, appears to be missing. What was the other one called? The Cry from the Depths. Abyss and depths and all that. A copy of The Lesser Key of Thal appears to be missing. Lesser key? What's the greater key? Can you reach that, Komori? Yeah, she can jump that high. A copy of The Troth of Kings appears to be missing. Okay, don't know what that would have what that one would have to do with, or how that one would have anything to do with death or whatever. These other ones pretty clearly. Yawning Abyss, Cry from the Depths, and even Thal being the Lord of the Underworld, pretty obvious. Not sure what the Troth of Kings means. Is that like a euphemism? Is it done? Quickly then. Show me which titles are missing. It is as I feared. All of the missing volumes are works which held a special fascination for our former guildmaster. It is all but certain that he requested them. Alas, I cannot speak for their content. What I can say is that Mumuepo will not have chosen them on a whim. Being a connoisseur of ancient manuscripts, he knows the worth of every volume here. The illuminative worth, I should add. Did I read that right? Illuminative worth? I should add. Though he knows the pecuniary... Okay, that one's new. Pecuniary. Though he knows the pecuniary worth as just as well. Don't even know what that means through context clues. As you may have heard, he became obsessed with collecting lavishly ornamented codices, frittering our funds away on gilded bejeweled copies of works already in our possession. He would even buy works of little scholarly value, providing they were rare enough to drive up the price. By the end, the walls of his study were awash with gold and gems, and he would stare at them for hours, wrapped in silent adoration. In his lust for luster, he emptied first the guild's coffers, then his own, being driven at last to the felonious speculation that would prove his undoing, learning a lot of new words today, but not knowing or learning what they mean. I mention this because the volumes which Yoyake took were wholly without ornament, meaning that Mumuapo desired them for their content, and not their form. I fear something terrible lurks in those pages, Komoi, something which Mumuapo alone, may be capable of discovering. There is nothing for it. The prelate must be made to talk. The end of Yoyake's shift draws near. I propose we lay a trap for her, lie in wait outside the rear entrance to the Colosseum. I will stalk her from the shadows, and when we have her cornered, we close the net. Hurry, Komoi, to the Colosseum. Our only hope of exposing the truth of this murky intrigue is to catch Yoyake in the act. End of her shift, huh? Didn't realize there was that. An end to her shift. She's always there, like every NPC. Always there. Unless you're in a cutscene. Oh, so that's the back door, huh? I guess we know what this door is now. A lot of doors that never get, lore to them, right? I mean, there's just too many doors to even assign lore to. Obviously this one is related to this shop here. What even is sold here? Just some swords, that's it. It's specifically for only gladiators starting out. They don't even sell shields. Kinda weird. But I guess it's for world building, right? A set piece. Just a shop on a street somewhere. But then there are doors like this that probably don't ever get explained until you get a side quest like this. But then there are doors that never get explained. So then you can make up whatever you want for them. Like maybe your own character's old home. What? As soon as you see us, you turn around? I thought we were friends or something. Heading back to the guild so soon, prelate. What? Master Kokobo... Kokobuki. Prelate Yoyake, you stand accused of treason. The brass blades have passed certain information to me which suggests that you have been conspiring with Mumuapo to incite rebellion against the crown. Imagine that. I have been conducting an investigation to establish the veracity of their report. Komoi here has been assisting me in my inquiries. Treason? No. I will admit that I have sought to meet with Master Mumuapo, but he has yet to agree to speak with me. And what of the manuscripts you took from the guild? Do you claim that you removed them not at your former master's behest, but upon your own initiative? I do, though I know it was wrong. I thought that if I could show him some of the texts he used to love so much, it might help to rekindle the passion he once felt for his studies. By the time I realized how low he had sunk to his lust for gold, it was too late. If I had only paid more attention, if I hadn't been so absorbed in my own studies. I owe it to him to help him in whatever way I can. This weight has been on your heart for a long time. I failed my master in his hour of need, but I have been attempting to make amends for it ever since. I have neglected my own advancement and devoted myself to investigating what caused Master Mumuapo to stray from the path of enlightenment. In secret, I began to study the careers of every new initiate, hoping to identify such corruptive factors. In so doing, I feel I have gained an instinctive sense of which aspirants will bring honor to our noble art, and which stand at risk of being lost to the void. And so you began to turn away those applicants whom you deemed unsound, hoping to prevent future thaumaturges from following your former master down the path to self-destruction. That was mine intent, yes. Yet search as I might, I have been unable to find any precedent for my supposed predictive instinct in the ancient texts. Mayhap I have been deceiving myself, along with everyone else. The texts contain the accumulated knowledge of those who have gone before us. They do not preclude us from adding our own. The map of the void is ever incomplete. It is our duty to delve into its unknown reaches, and bring back new insight for the guidance of future generations. The ability to divine a man's nature at a glance would make a valuable addition to a thaumaturge's arsenal. It warrants investigation. Can I rely on you to research this matter further? Should you find evidence to support your claims, I will of course require that you systematize the process. This shall be your atonement, Yirake, and a fresh opportunity to resume your studies. Though the mistakes of the past cannot be undone, mayhap through the mistakes of the future. Mayhap through this, the mistakes of the future can yet be prevented. I guess that's why this guy is a guild master, or I guess one of the guild masters, but the head guild master. It doesn't necessarily mean that seniority, like Yirake has, means you're fit for the job, but I guess aptitude, or whatever. Thank you, Master. If I can be of any assistance to the guild, I shall devote myself to this research with all my heart. I thank you, Komoi, for helping us bring the truth of this matter to light. Rest assured that I shall instruct the brass blades that their suspicions regarding Prelate Yirake are completely unfounded. But for now, let us return to the ossuary. It is past time that the fruits of Prelate Yirake's labors were shared with the guild, not only for the benefit of thaumaturges today, but for thaumaturges yet to come. And just some world building on the Thaumaturgus Guild, specifically Prelate Yirake. Sometimes they're just miserable, like the last one, and sometimes they're just like this one, straight up world building. Sometimes they're funny. Maybe the next one will be that, but I don't think we have time to do an entire Moogle quest. I think they tend to be 20 to 30 minutes, so unless I stop in the middle of it or, I don't know, go on longer, which is out of the question, I don't think there's time for anything other than Triple Triad with Yirake. Probably not enough to last the rest of the episode. We'll see. If she has cards that I don't have yet, then Triple Triad, very well then. But you shall have to earn your victory. Don't expect me to let you win. Just one card. Probably won't take that long. I say, not knowing that this is a reverse swap chaos all open game? Damn. I don't think I have a reverse deck. It's also chaos too. Let's see. Well, let's just grab cards. Maybe Yoyake will make a mistake somewhere or something. Oh wait, we already have that card. Damn, I could have gotten nail back. Damn, I'm the only one making mistakes here. Okay. Excuse me, Yoyake. I'm going to have to make a reverse deck. A lot of stuttering today on Lalafellan names, Mumuepo and Yoyake. I've never been good at pronunciation in these videos at all, but specifically those, they've been a pain. Let's see. High level cards can tend to have like ones or something near the edge, right? These ones have threes, but we can go lower than that, right? That one was a 1 and a 4. These 2 and 3s are pretty good. Maybe I should just start over here. Unfortunately, these aren't very good for reverse decks because they don't have ones. This one does, I guess. Let's just start building, and if you want to replace it, then we can replace it. There we go. That's a very basic... Oh wait, no. I wanted a 1 and a 3 in each corner. We have the upper left. This is upper left again. This is lower right. So the Moogle and Chocobo go together. So I want the lower left and the upper right for 1. Let's see. Anything like that? I guess the Moogle is actually more upper right and this is lower left. Right, so... Did I already say that? Yeah, I just want upper left and lower right. Might not even have that. Yeah, let's just pick something with maybe a 2 and a 3 there. That's my general strategy. Get the corners. And have something that reaches in either direction, I guess. Unless there's like a really good card to fill in that last slot. 2 and 3 in the upper left. Was it? Or was it... What did I say again? Damn. It was upper left and lower right. Tomberry is actually pretty good. Guess we can just pick anything with 2s or... Yeah, Sabotender, whatever. Let's just see how well that does. Now the benefit of picking corners is that, well, I'll try to demonstrate if I go first. Alright, we're going second. This won't demonstrate my point, but next time. Well, next match, I'll try to demonstrate my point. Alright, I think we win. Oh, and we got the card we were missing. I guess I won't have a next match to demonstrate my point, but just real quick. Just to demonstrate. Hopefully, anyway. Just let me... give me a good card to demonstrate with. Well, I guess this works. So this card, it works in the lower left, right? The reason that I want to have cards that fit in all corners is that once I place this card in the lower left, the remaining positions would be these ones here, in the upper locations and down here. So that means that the remaining cards that I have to play are more likely to be useful in their designated slots. I would have cards that work well in the upper left corner, cards that work well in the upper right corner, cards that work well in the lower right corner, I guess, although I guess that got swapped out by the swap rule. But that's the whole point of picking different corners, that basic strategy that I think everybody does instinctually. Wait. Damn. I needed to get a card to win. Oops. Oh well. We already have the card we need. Améric. Why does she have Améric? Is she like a fangirl or something? Alright, that took up a healthy chunk of time. I guess I was waxing poetic about the rules of Triple Triad. When I didn't have to. Any other Triple Triaders here? Kill time with? Maybe in the other room? Not on this floor. And not on this floor either. I guess I have all the cards in Ul'dah. Or there are people that I haven't unlocked the ability to play with yet. I did also get Thancred, by the way. Don't recall where I got him from, but I just looked him up and found him. He wasn't from any of the grand companies, he was just kind of there somewhere. But that completes my, well, both my Scion deck and my main deck, which is also using a lot of Scions, because the Scions just happen to be strong cards. Anyone else? Triple Triad? Over here? Who's that? That's... oh, I see. That's a fishing guild. What could I possibly get from Triple Triad here? Or not? Oh, it's the Guildmaster. Right. Probably Leviathan, right? Do I already have Leviathan? I think I do. Actually, you just get Leviathan from the raid, right? Or the trial? I know all the tricks of the Triple Triad trade. I'll give you a game so long as you keep it a secret from Sisyphus. He's always delinquent, this guy. Let me show you the strengths of my main deck. Wisnail, Deus, Damn, Darnus. I said I never wanted to see your face again, but I'll make an exception for cards. Fallen Ace, huh? Let's do this. You can have it, because I, first of all, can do... Nope, this isn't what I wanted. But this works out for me. Yeah, you can have that, because I can do this. So I win, right? No. You're kidding me. What a bastard, this guy. Is he cheating? Does he have like multiple level 5 cards? I guess we may be swamped, so he had one of my level 5 cards, or... No, I had my own 5 that last game. That's not good. That's not good at all. Maybe I should have left that open. Wait, what? Reverse? Damn it. Didn't recognize the reverse in play. can do. Just defend. Okay. So the Guildmaster is a cheat. By which I mean, he's tough. Tomoe is not the type to take a loss in Triple Triad sitting down, although that's exactly what she's doing. But what I mean is, she's going to stare daggers into the back of Wawalago's head and visualize her victory. Now would be a good time to take a break.